Okay, so when I'm talking about holding the pencil, what I would like to achieve is to have the pencil or charcoal or chalk, whatever it is. What I want to do is for it to have a light touch, so that I can do a lot of changes. Now, this would be the traditional way of holding a pen when you write. So this is a kind of a writing mode, and it is used. I use it sometimes when I just need to do a little bit of tweak on a detail. But in general, what I want to do is to hold it like that. And this allows me, almost like between two fingers, for the pencil to be supported by its own weight. So the pressure that it puts on the paper itself, it's only by its own weight. It's so light. This is very, very important because it allows me to do a very, very light mark on the paper, and then I can do lots of changes. I can go back and forth. Another thing that it allows me to do is I can place the other fingers touching the paper as a guide how far I'm holding the pencil or a charcoal away from the surface. So that variable is fairly constant. And after that, all that happens is just making as light a mark as possible. So if I was to do something like this, and I'm just keeping the distance with these fingers touching the paper, and making a very, very light mark on the paper itself. Now, as I have shown you in the video and in the article on the importance of easel, it's really, really important that you can step back, that you can have a look from a different angle. You can kind of move around, and it just, if you look at something for a long time, if you think about it for a long time, you kind of stop seeing the large picture, you start focusing on the detail, and when you step back, suddenly the whole picture comes into view. That is very important, to see the whole picture at all times. So this is just a little something, just a quick sketch. And of course, if you want to, you can just press a little bit harder. You can get a darker mark. But if you need to just do something light, there's nothing like being able just for the pencil to make the impact by its own weight. That's really, really important. So remember, and if I want to do a really, really specific detail, I can turn around and have it in the mode of writing. But otherwise, go back to that. It will feel at the beginning a little bit unnatural, but once you get used to it, you will see how much advantage there is to this kind of a stance, to this kind of holding. Another thing that it allows you allows you to do large sweeps, large strokes when certain it has to have, the line has to have energy, it has to have the tension. You can kind of, you're not drawing from the wrist, you're drawing from the whole arm. So you move your whole arm, and that gives you a much more steady hand, so to speak.